Right, welcome back, everyone. It is Friday night. There we go. Friday night, 10:30 p.m. and we have arms. Very much looking forward to it already. Yeah, I'm just in great spirits right now. Pre-workout taken. It's gonna kick in probably in the next couple minutes or so. So I probably should make this just a quick intro. Yeah, what is there to say for arms? I've been loving my arm days recently. I feel like I've definitely been noticing serious gains with my arms, not only size wise, but I'm just getting stronger. Yeah, I feel like I can push more weight around with my buys and push more weight around with my tries. Likewise, yesterday, yeah, was a pretty good back day. My forearms are definitely feeling a lot more sore than normal before an arm day, which could be maybe a slight limiting factor for some movements. So I need to be careful with my selection for exercises today. So probably no hammer curls, which I usually like to finish off my buys with, because obviously yesterday for back, yeah, I lost one of my straps, and I'm sad to say I can't find it. I've looked around my house, I've looked around my room, I've looked in the car, I've looked in the gym. The strap is gone. So it looks like I need to order some new ones, unfortunately. So rest in peace to that back strap. I think I had it for like half a year or something. So honestly, not a long time at all. But yeah, it's just one of those things. What can you do? These things go missing. It's annoying though, because this bag, right? I've had this bag for so long. I feel like, yeah, you guys don't really see this gym bag. Oh no, you might do, but the zip's been broken on it for so long. I've had it fixed a few times, but it just keeps breaking. So I'm like, whatever. So yeah, for that reason, obviously, I can't zip it up. So stuff does tend to fall out from there. So that's probably what happened. I'm not sure when it fell out, how it fell out, but it's gone. It's gone. What can we do? But yeah, arms. We started with tries, I believe, last arm day. So I think if we kick off with buys this time around, that will be a good idea. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else to say. So in that case, I'll see you guys in the gym. Again, just double checked, and I went through my last arm day to to see what we did start with last arm day and what's tries, like I thought. So buys this time around. And I'm getting preacher curl. I love starting with the preacher curl for buys. I don't do it every week, but yeah, I mean, it just feels really good when I do it first. But what I'm doing is I am adjusting the seat a little bit. I want to play around with it just a tiny bit. Usually I'll be lower down. I'm going to go higher up for the first at least set. See if I prefer it or not. And yeah, just see what the difference really is like. Because I always like to be quite far down so that my tries are fully on the pad. So that the only thing really moving is my buy. And yeah, by being higher up, you do sacrifice a little bit of that stability, but it does feel a little bit different on your bicep. I don't know if it's better or worse. It just feels different. So we're going to give it a go. Because I've just done some warm-up reps, of course, before we're getting into this first set. And yeah, it does feel different. So we'll see how it feels. 50 kg, not particularly light, not particularly too heavy either. Somewhere in the middle. Yeah, nothing else to say really. Let's get into this first set. Alright, that felt pretty good. Yeah, plenty of partial reps there to close off the set. Because imagine I didn't do any partial reps. Sorry, I would have ended like, I don't know how many partials I've done there, but yeah, I would have left a lot more in the tank. That's why I'm always an advocate of getting those partials in. Yeah, we'll go for one more like that. It certainly does feel different, whether I prefer it or not. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, let's go one more set, exactly the same. Right, that is certainly burning. I can't lie. I don't know if I think it's better. It might even be better being a slightly bit higher up. Yeah, I suppose we'll just go for another set like that then. I'm going to drop the weight, keep myself higher up, and yeah, nothing else to say really. Let's go for one more set. Right, that was a great start. I feel like genuinely I could just sit here and do like 6-7 sets and call it there for buys. This is feeling so good today. I dropped the weight by 2 pins there, hence the difference in rep count there, like a lot more in comparison to the first two. Just because I wanted to, get some heavy ones, but also some more squeeze focused reps. But yeah, those were really good. And then a bit of a spontaneous decision there to make it a rest pause set. Mainly because rest pausing on here is so easy. I was like, I may as well just go for it. But let's move on. Let's kick off our tries. Okay, I was so close to starting tries off with the dip machine. I actually sat down and done like a warm up set. But I was like, you know what? Starting off light squeeze focus for tries. It's not so good. The last 2 times we've done it, I was like, yeah, let's run it back. Plus, the issue with me on that dip machine is the weight that I push now is literally pretty much my body weight. So when I do push it down, like the seat will literally make me fly up in the air, and it's just a little bit dodgy. So I think we'll save that for later. Anyways, yeah, double tri-rep extensions. I've increased the weight by 1 pin. We'll see how it goes. Still like squeeze focus, but I feel like I was getting slightly too many reps last time. So see how this goes. Most likely 3 sets, but let's get to the first one. Alright, great start. Yeah, tries are definitely burning already. Yeah, really am enjoying doing these light squeezing focus sets on my first try movement, which I never used to do. I'd always go, as heavy as I possibly could, with probably just push downs or, okay, that's just going to keep moving, push downs or dips. But this may be the way forward. If I do it every time, I'm not sure, but I think for the next few arm days for sure, we're going to be starting tries, light squeezing. Yeah, I'm doing my forearms in between sets out, and I'm thinking what to do next. I'm tempted by dumbbell curls again. We done dumbbells last time. I'll see. Let's move back over to biceps. Right, let's go for some regular dumbbell curls. Because yeah, like I said, we done them last week, and it felt really good. It was close to doing some incline curls on the bench, but no, I think we'll just go for some regular ones. 2 sets, I think. Volume wise, I think for arms today we are going to increase a little bit. I'm feeling very much in the mood today, so we're probably going to go a little bit higher set wise, but 2 here should do it. So let's get into this first one. Right, good set that. And as you would have seen, started off pretty strict form, but when I know I'm getting closer towards failure, I'm more than happy to start swinging, using momentum to help me, because even then, I'm still getting activation. If I was to stop or keep trying to, keep perfect form for all these reps, it just wouldn't have been possible. I would have maybe got the dumbbells up to here, which you could claim they're partials, but I think, there's more benefit if you just use momentum, still bringing it up a little bit higher. And there's some ham curls I always do to close off each set, because they can swing even more and you can burn out properly to close off the set. Yeah, this felt really good. Let's go for one more. Right, let's get some overheads in. I feel like right now, those moments when you're playing some sort of game and you've found a rare item. Oh, with you guys, and that is because you have the last remaining straight bar that actually has handles on it. Haven't been nibbled off, so that's always a good sign. And last week for overheads we increased weight. Okay, that should be good. We increased weight, so yeah, we're gonna stick with that weight. See if we can do any better than last time. And that's pretty much it. I'm thinking 2 sets here. 2 sets should be good. Yeah, this is still relatively light squeeze focused, but not really. It's a little bit heavier because yeah, I don't want to just be doing a light squeeze for the whole thing. So yeah, slightly heavier, like that middle width, but still higher in the rep range. And then we're going to finish off tries with some proper heavy stuff, anyways. So this is a pretty good balance. Yeah, 2 sets here. Let's get into this first one. Right, that set there felt really good, to the point where I'm even tempted to make this 3 sets. We'll see how this next one goes, but honestly, sometimes it just clicks a little bit better than normal, and I feel like that is what it's feeling like today. With one more set with the same weight, I think, and then if I want to do another one, I'll certainly drop it down. But yeah, one more just like that, I think. Guys, I'm about to start that second set. What I've found, it's actually the strap I was using yesterday. Seems like someone else had the same idea, but they didn't bother returning it. Maybe it's a sign. It's like when you find like a stray dog. All right, okay, this is probably a little bit of an over exaggeration, but it's like if you find a stray dog and yeah, you don't want to adopt it, but it keeps following you, so you end up adopting it. Well, that's what I'm feeling like right now, that I should adopt that strap. I don't know. If it stays here for another 2 days, we'll take it. But anyways, let's get into this next set. Okay, I lied. We dropped the weight there for that set anyway. Yeah, we're going to call it there for overhead extensions. I'm just throwing an extra set when we finish off our tries in a second, but let's finish off biceps first. And we're going to stay by the cables because I'm thinking some Bayesian curls. Okay, it's been, or let's just say I've had a while to analyze and compare which style of Bayesian curl I prefer. And that is either one handle, one arm at a time, or both. And I think I've come to the conclusion, for me personally, one is better. And I've been, going back and forth between them two for probably about 2-3 months now. But I feel like just every time I do single, I just prefer it a little bit more, focusing on one arm at a time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for two sets. But what you're going to see here is set 1, right arm, and then after you're going to see set 2, left arm, just so I don't have to move you guys mid-set. Yeah, and there's no point really of me showing the full set because when I'm doing it on my left arm, you're not going to be able to see anything anyway. So that's the plan. Going to finish off by strong. Yeah, been a very good arm day, like I mentioned earlier. So let's do exactly that. Okay, we are done. Important to note, I did drop the weight there for that last set, but my god, my body feels like it's about to rip off as how pumped it is feeling. But we are not done yet. We're going to do one more try exercise, which is, I think we're just going to stay here. We've got it all set up. We're going to get some push downs in, a couple sets, I think, and then we can call it a day. But yeah, my god, this, I'm going to, you know what, this is honestly, I think, okay, I'm not going to say the best, but top 3 for sure for bicep exercises. Like the squeeze and the stretch, it just feels amazing. Honestly, I can't recommend it enough. Yeah, let's go finish off tries. All right, nice and simple. Straight bar push downs. We're going to go for 2 sets. Probably don't need 2 sets. Honestly, I think I only need 1, but just for my OCD, seeing as we've done 2 sets of buys there, let's just make it even. Yeah, quite heavy here for this first one, and then we're going to adjust for the second one, depending on how well this set goes. So let's finish try strong here. Right, weight pretty much perfect for both those 2 sets. And to be fair, I mean, I went down 1 pin there, but for the set earlier, I don't know if you can see, I was on 37, which is really not too far off the full stack. Which obviously, I mean, I can do the full stack pretty comfortably. That's like my first, or maybe like my second working set, but the fact that I'm really not far off, at the very end of the workout, makes me want to try full stack as one of the opening exercises for the next arm day to see how many reps I can get. Because yeah, these are definitely getting easier the more that I do them. But we are done. Thank goodness. I've got some core and cardio to do, but let's go get a pump check first. Okay, I mean, purely just off first impression, making my way over to the mirror room here and just seeing myself, I can tell this pump is going to be it's going to be nasty. It's going to certainly be one of my, actually not even one of my, most likely my best pump yet, which makes sense. I mean, every week I'm getting stronger, I'm eating more calories, I'm getting heavier, so that's how it should work, right? And that is what is the fun thing about training. If you're doing it right, you'll see the results. And yeah, speaking of seeing the results, let's go and have a look what we worked for. Let's do a few poses. We'll do a few with the Raptors jersey on, and then for my greedy self, we'll take it off and see a full upper body pump. So see what we've worked for. And it smells very strong of weed in here. I don't know. Okay, this gym's in a basement, right? And I have a feeling the ventilation that comes through, obviously it brings in all the air, right? And outside of this gym, there's loads of like bars and stuff like that. So it's not the first time. Yeah, I mean, it's not really what you want to be smelling when you're working out, but at least we're done. All right, let's see what we work for. you know what, we're gonna do all that again on this side. If you want to skip, I don't blame you, but as much as I think that this lighting's good for you, it just sort of creates this little like a line in the middle, sort of like, I don't know, I just don't like what it looks like on here. So let's just do that again. Sorry about that, lads, but I feel like I deserve this. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely a very good pump. Yeah, my buys, tries, they're both getting thicker, they're both getting wider, so no complaints. Yeah, let's do a few more shirtless. Like, do not blame you guys if you just want to click off by now, but there's more for me. Right, I think I'll do. Yeah, I think the main reason for doing that is with the lats. I feel like it's pretty cool to see an arm pump with the lats. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up cardio core for you guys. I'll see you back in the car or maybe back on the treadmill because I've been doing that a few times recently. So one out of two. Okay, treadmill it is. I feel like it's just better for me because time goes by quicker. And then when I'm back in the car, yeah, to start plugging all my stuff in again. I can just go straight from my car back home. Yeah, very good arm day. I'm not going to make this as long as the other treadmill talks as of late. So I've been looking at them and actually going on for 10 to 15 minutes each time. But yeah, very good arm day. Pump still there, feeling good. Yeah, for like arms are getting bigger and bigger, and this is why I always advocate for having a specific day set for your arms. Okay, because that seems like this is what today's talk is going to be. Why you should have an arm day? Because right, dependent on your split. Let's say you run a push pull, a leg split. Nothing wrong with it at all, of course. Still make very good gains. You can make very good gains with literally any split. But let's say you do a push-pull legs, right? And you're doing push. Let's say go push first. Push, that will be chest, shoulders, and tries. Okay. Let's say you do, most people, I feel like anyway, would do their chest first, big muscle group. Right, fine. Let's say you've done your chest. Let's say you've done, 5, 6 sets, whatever for your chest. Let's say that is incline dumbbell press and some flies or something. By the time you've gotten to your tries at the end, they're already residually going to be fatigued from your chest work, or pretty much, or let's say even from your shoulder work. Let's say you're doing shoulder press. Even then, your tries are going to work. Your tries will be working for any push movement. Of course, there's a way you can minimize that, whatever, but they are going to work. And what that means is, when it comes round to when you're going to do your tries, they're already going to be a little bit tired. You're not going to be able to push yourself as hard as if you were fresh coming into the gym and starting straight with your tries. Same way with pull, back and buys. That's pretty much what that is. Let's say you're doing your back first. Once again, what most people do is the bigger muscle group. Right, let's say you've done some rows, some pullovers, or some lat pull downs.
your buys, once again, will also residually get slightly activated and fatigued. So same concept applies when you come over to or buys after you've done your back. They're once again not going to be as fresh. You won't be able to work them as hard as if compared to if you were to do them straight first. So then you could argue, well, fine, I'll do my tries first instead of my chest, and then I'll do my buys first instead of back. Then, same way, by the time you finish all your tries, you've done all that push and work, you've done all those push downs, all those overheads. When it comes to chest, it's going to hinder your ability to go as heavy and go with the same intensity as if you are fresh, of course. And this isn't, some sort of magical thing that no one knows about. If you think about it, it's pretty much common sense. So that's why I say having a separate arm day really lets you focus on destroying your tries, destroying your buys, same as any other muscle group, so that you are getting failure, you are able to progressively overload all the time. And for me anyway, one of the best things also is by the time you're finished, you've got a whole arm pump. Of course, there is the argument if you're doing a back day, if you're doing a pull day, when you're doing back and buys, that could give you a very cool pump also, because you could do all that spread. I don't know, that doesn't really matter. It's more about the training itself. But like I say, if you're still pushing very hard on whatever split that you have, the difference between the gains is probably so minimal that in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. So as much as I am saying you should do your own, you should have a dedicated day for arms only. If you're pushing hard, you'll get gains, right? It's just my preferred method. I've always done arms first, and I feel like if there was a muscle group or a joint muscle group that I usually get noticed for the most, I would say is my arms, and that I 100% dedicate to the fact that, of course, I'm pushing very, very hard, but I have my own day dedicated purely for arms. And what it also does in that case is, let's say you're running a push-pull legs, you're having more rest days. You have to, because you can't be doing push-pull legs, you have way more rest days. Having an arm day, it lets the bigger muscle groups like your back muscles and your chest to rest anyway. He's not really using them. Of course, like I was talking about earlier, there is residual fatigue, but by the time the next day comes, you're not really going to feel that at all. You'll be fresh, you'll be ready to go for your back day or whatever you have the following day without having to worry about it being fatigued from the day before. So yeah, that's why I run this particular split. A, I'm in the gym every day. B, my muscles have enough time to recover before the next session every time, because my split, I feel like I've said it a few times: arms, legs, chest and shoulders, back. So by the time I've finished arms, that's 3 days where I'm in the gym, but not really training directly my arms. 3 days, that's what you need to recover before you hit that muscle group again. Obviously, some people say more, some people will maybe say less, but 3 days is typically the recommended amount. So same with any other muscle group. Chest, by the time I hit chest again, 3 days rest, and you're back at it. So yeah, the split just works very well for me, especially for someone like me who is a gym addict, I would say at this point now. I love going to the gym. It's very often my favourite part of the day. And so yeah, with this split, also allows me to just stay in the gym, of course, every day, being able to work every single day also. So if you had to take away one thing from what I just said there, try, if you don't already, dedicating a day within your split to arms. Let me know what you think. And yeah, look, if you don't like it, don't do it. Go back to your old split. There's nothing wrong with that, like I say. But if you do like it, that you've just open that door of possibility, and I think you'll start to notice more arm gains than you usually would, because you are fresh every single time you do buys, you're fresh every single time you do tries. And yeah, that is that. But just like that, 8 minutes gone already. It's crazy how quick time goes when I record these outros on here. It's definitely going to become the new norm, I think. Yeah, I'm going to stick with 15 minutes again today, because it is already 10 past midnight. I do need to do some core work also. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say. So yeah, in that case, what's tomorrow? Saturday. We've got legs tomorrow. Whether I'll be squatting tomorrow, we'll see. It will be dependent on how my knees are feeling in the morning. Yeah, if not, it'll just be leg press like normal. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys like always for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you for a Saturday night leg day. So see you for that.